guys, I'm just getting started, so if you want to get off and then hop back on, you can. Let's see, what can I use tonight? Seriously? Okay. Do these. Hello. I just got on, so if you want to hop off and then get back on later, you can. Hi. Like I said, I just started, but if you guys want to get back on later, you will come. So it's kind of a slow start tonight. So how are you? It's a slow start right now. So I'm seeing a lot of like golden energy like the past couple of days, or it's more of like amber. I don't know if any of you are noticing that or not, but it's like golden, like a harp. Alright, I'm going to start off with some collective stuff, okay? As you know, I repost the replay. The replays have not been downloading the full video, so I'm not sure what that's about. Besides, it gets super personal at the end, so Spirit may be like for protection measures probably. So I might cut it off to like 30 minutes or something like that. But I'm going to do the collective first. Okay. I'm feeling Virgo again. Energy. Okay. Okay, then I'm gonna do one more. Spirit, what? This came out twice. Purity. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, what? What does the collective need to know? What are they going through? Abundance, security, delight. You guys are worried about your money. This came in through the other night too. Worried about your money. Flowers. It's spring. Spring is a spring. I noticed like a lot of more green outside. Like the plants are more green and all that. So that's awesome. Are we all tired of winter or what? I know I am. So abundant, security is light. Okay. Basically what I'm getting from this is follow your bliss. Okay. I've been saying that so much, and my Spirit's been saying that so much. I've been channeling that like a mother. Alright, about how you're worried about your money, you're worried about your finances and abundance, and you're waiting for that, your ships to sail and your blessings to come in and all that kind of stuff. You've got to follow what you love doing. You have to follow what you love doing. Okay. I was watching someone the other day, and someone asked her, she's a psychic, and someone asked her, what are the lottery numbers? Can you give me the winning lottery numbers? And she's like, no. She answered the question. She said, no, I wouldn't. I don't have them. She's like, if I had those, I wouldn't be here uploading. And I had to turn it off because I was like, why? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And I wanted to say that so bad, but like to each his own, right? But it's like, it's one of those things where if you had like millions of dollars, would you be doing what you're doing now? Right? That's how you know if you're doing what you love. Because if you're doing what you love, the money ends up coming. Okay, and I'm going to be able to share my testimony one day. Hopefully you guys are too. But listen, you need to ask yourself that, for real. I'm feeling that heavily. It's been a lot of like activation time energetically, and God and like our higher guidance has been really activating people and calling people into, I don't know about, I would say like necessarily service, but people are being called into their purpose, their mission, your purpose, your unique mission. You've got to do it. You got to do it, because you're never going to feel fulfilled without doing that. All right, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Follow your bliss. The flow is going with the flow is doing what you love. Going with the flow is following that flow of love, following that stream of like happiness and fulfillment that you feel. Like you could go one of how many directions? Let's just say 3. This one is, it feels like fear. This one feels like dread. This one feels like, that sounds exciting. Go that way. That's what you do. Things will come up. Things will come up for you to make money. Purification. That's a Leo card. Let's do some more. This is a collective thing. Your soul mission or calling starseed. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know if I'm trying not to bring myself into the situation, but I also need to share personal experiences too. So a lot of you probably had just had your starseed awakening. I want to say if you don't know what that is, then you probably have not had it. I want to say that. But I would love to know. Because it's been some intense energetic activations lately. Okay. And if you don't know where you're from, or like your soul's origins and stuff like that, you can find out. And if you want me to help you, I will. So stuck in my career. I cannot determine what I need to do. Yeah. A lot of times it's your hobby. A lot of times. Listen. Have I done your birth chart before? I can do your birth chart and help you discover it. I believe that for sure. Okay, so what you're doing, like anything that you do like as a hobby, and even if you think with your mind that you can't make money doing it, you have natural talents for a reason. Those natural talents, those natural quirks that are not like typical for other people, maybe you've been rejected by, those are the very things that people are inspired by, because they're different. People are inspired by things that they view as like different and motivating, and like, you know what I mean? Like stuff that makes them think differently. Okay? You can be inspiring just doing your hobby, and it can be like the weirdest, like you think it's like the weirdest thing, but it ends up making you money. If you're passionate about something, follow it, because the money will come. I don't care what school says. I don't care what people say. You can make money doing anything. Really, you can. All right? Okay, navigating by the, follow your bliss. I cannot. Okay. Oh my God, yes. My heart hurts a lot, and cord cutting can't seem to help me, and I feel more than my soulmate's energy, if it makes sense. Can you please look at this? Can you tell me your name? How long has this been happening? How long have you felt this pain? Okay, listen, I need your name. Qatar? Okay. All right. So so you've been having, like, I'm seeing you have a lot of vivid dreams lately. And you've been having episodes where, like, you're more sensitive than normal. And so these are memories. These are things that are coming up, purging from your well of memories, your well of emotions that you've had from your soul's existence. Listen, I am sensing you are a you have a lot of spiritual power, okay? Oversensitive, okay, yeah. Listen, you have a lot of spiritual power. You definitely have a direct calling. I think that you know that already. But you're surrounded by higher guidance. Okay? And it's more than normal. You might be feeling your like guardian angels or your spirit team around you lately. You might have been feeling that. Or you know, if you're not used to that, then you might be talking yourself out of it, like saying, you know, you might be imagining it or something like that, but they really are around you more right now. And that's because it's because you signed up for this time on earth. You're a light worker. This is a very difficult time for light workers on earth, and I don't want to call it difficult, but it is. This is a very potent time, okay? Because we're transmuting all of this darkness that's happened since ancient times, okay? It's a real thing, and we're trying to transmute and heal and purge and do all these things as we're trying to create and pave a new path and things like that, right? And you're doing that too, but you're going blindly. Like, you're starting out blindly because I feel, and I'm getting a huge sense, that your family doesn't understand this stuff. I feel like you're kind of, are you in your early 20s? Or you're pretty young, aren't you? I think. Yeah, so your family doesn't really understand this. And so you don't really quite know where to go. And so you're grasping at straws trying to figure that out. I feel like you have been praying and really looking at inward and meditating and things like that. But these are feelings. This heart pain that you're feeling. Some of it is collective energy. You have so much spiritual power that you're helping to transmute, like, collective energy. Okay, and you're experiencing a heart expansion so that you can hold more light. All right. The other part of that pain that you're feeling is not only your divine partner's pain, but your old memories that you never purged and processed in your past lives. I have to ask if you've done the inner child healing yet. But I want to ask you that. However, it feels much older than that. Okay? Okay. So I just heard deep dive. I heard deep dive. Okay? So to me, deep dive is diving deep into your subconscious, into your memories, into your soul, to discover what it is that's causing that pain that you didn't want to process. I just went through that. It's wild. It's wild. But that's what you're doing. You're more powerful. You're more guided than you know. You're much more guided than you know. Qatar. But these things will start to be revealed to you. Your heart's in pain. It's old repressed things that you haven't processed. So you have to go through and figure out what it is, and then so you can accept those emotions, you can accept those experiences, and forgive yourself forgive those people and let it go. Because you can't really do that unless you need to know why and where it's coming from. You need to do that. That way you can accept it. If you don't do that and that's called doing the work. And if you don't do the work, then you're holding on to it forever. I don't know if you've ever heard this myth or whatever it's called, but you know, a lot of people believe like before we get to heaven, you're weighed, you know, your heart is weighed or something, and one side is your heart and the other side is a feather. I wish I knew the names of it, but if your heart is heavier than the feather, then you can't get into heaven. It's kind of thing like that, right? So to me, that's showing that if we hold dense and heavy energies on us, especially our heart, it's going to be hard for us to rise up into those higher dimensions, heaven or whatever. Okay, makes sense? You got to let that stuff go, because if you're holding on to it, then you're keeping yourself dragged down into these lower dimensions, which is earth. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be on earth forever. Do you? Can we not? No. I'm ready to say sayonara, bitches. Sorry, but yeah. Anyways, so what I'm saying is you've been given this assignment. Number one, this is for you. You're a healer. I think you said you're an energy healer. Okay, so you're a healer, but you're a healer, and healers heal themselves first and foremost. Okay, and then like healers heal themselves and inspire. That in effect inspire others, and it shows others how to heal themselves as well. Not only that, but your light from being healed helps them heal too. But this is going to take you diving deep. It's going to be like deep. You're going to be like scuba diving, okay? Into the depths, those nooks and crannies. I don't know why I heard nooks and crannies, but those nooks and crannies of your heart and your soul that you haven't really quite discovered yet. Those places that you put hidden away that you didn't want to deal with. And it's going to feel scary and probably like, what is this? But these are things that you have to deal with and experience, and you don't have to like live through the memories again. But we are to be an observer and to observe those memories so that we can realize why we would want to reject those memories, why we would want to reject those emotions and repress them for so many lifetimes. It could have been 1, 200 lifetimes, okay? And so this whole existence of yours, for however long, you've been holding on to that stuff. How amazing is that going to feel to finally let it go? It is worth doing the deep dive. And then once you do that and you purge out all those emotions, you're left more open and you have more room to hold within that love that you so desire. I feel like you are longing for someone as well. Okay? But you have to let that go. We must be emptied of what we're filled with before we can be filled with love and the light that we want and that we're meant to be filled with. Okay, that was really long, but Qatar, hello for those of you who joined. Thank you so much. This is helping me so much. 29 years old. I did inner child and high priestess activation, but can't remember my past lives. That's okay. You don't have to do, you don't have to go to anybody, or pay like big dollars for any of that stuff. Okay, I might get a lot of flack for saying this, but I'm being real. You don't have to do that. If you get in touch with your higher guidance and you get in touch with your higher self, your higher guidance is like, there are beings, okay, in higher dimensions. People might call them guardian angels. Some of them are galactic, whatever, okay. You know, when Jesus passed away, where did he go? He went to Earth? Like, he's still on Earth? No, he's in higher dimensions. Where's that? The stars. Anyways, they are around us. And God, Yahweh, our creator, has allowed these helpers to be around us. This is our spirit team that we have agreed to have around us to help us and guide us while we're walking through blindly, not knowing what the hell is going on. Okay, But if you have these guidance around you and you're connected to them, you're connected to your higher guidance, they will show you the way. You will. All you have to do is just get connected, be persistent, ask for it. Whatever you need, ask for it. They're eager to help you. I promise you they are. Like, I'm really close to my spirit team now, and I'm not afraid to talk about it anymore. It gets like weird. It's weird to some people, but I don't care, because eventually everyone will realize it, and I want everyone to be close to their spirit team so they don't feel alone. So if you need to dive deep into your past lives, do it. I have a story I can tell, but I'll probably tell it at the end, so I don't bore y'all. But let me know if you want to tell, if you want me to tell you, anyways. About one of my past life experiences that I didn't need a person to do it for me or anything. My spirit team guided me through it. That's all you got to do. Did you see my sister having a baby? She's experiencing loss 2 times a year. Oh no! Do you see my sister having a baby? Oof, I don't know. I don't know if I want to answer that, babe. It doesn't feel, I have to be honest, it doesn't feel morally right to answer that. I'm sorry. But I have a prayer list and I will pray for her. What's her name? Mindful Meltdowns. What's her name? I have a prayer list for these readings, and it's in a black folder. Hold on. Okay. Tell me her name and I'll write it down to pray for her. Okay. Hello, for those who've joined. All right. Yes, makes a lot of sense. Of course not. Okay, yes. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're so amazing. Thank you. Of course, I would love to hear your past life story, please. Okay. Thank you. Haha, honest truth. It's okay. Haha. Shannon. Shannon's her name. Okay. What's today? April 21st. Okay. So I won't bore y'all with my, okay. I'm going to tell you. Shannon. So she just experienced her second loss. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, she's on my prayer list. Okay. Okay, so my story. One of the very first times that I was taken into a past life. So all my life I've had a hard time. You're welcome. I've had a hard time speaking my truth, and I mean, like the knowledge, the wisdom that I have, and that some of you have, okay, and like the gifts and things like that. I have not used them all my life. I've used them with people that are close to me, but I have never really spoken my truth. And when I found out, like I found that whenever people would say their opinion, I never felt at liberty to tell my opinion and to give my stance on it. When it came to spirituality, when it came to God and things like that, okay, I never did, and I suffered from it. Okay. Yes, and I've been in manipulative relationships and things too as well. But yeah, all that's a learning experience. So I felt really super guided to begin like this type of venture, because I was already doing things on the side. Like people, you know, God would have me go up, my spirit team would have me go up to people and like tell them something, or, you know, stuff like that would happen every day, like, all the time. But I never had been open about it to people around me, like in my town. So spirit took me to a past life of mine. Okay. And I was guided by my higher self. Okay. So I went back in time, and it was like the 1700s or something like that. Okay. Yeah. And I was on a dirt road, and I had a light blue dress on, and I was looking at it was my father. but it, like, not my father in this lifetime, right? And I still remember what he looks like and everything. And he was chopping wood like a carpenter or something. And I got upset. Got upset. But I was my higher self, right? So I was like right behind her, to her right, the right of her. And she got upset and ran inside. But she ran inside the house. It was like a shack. And like it had like dirt floor and everything. Okay, and I went and she sat on the bed, and I went beside her and I sat on the bed with her. And I still remember how it felt, and it was like straw, like hay, with a sheet over it. Okay, and she wrote her dad a letter, and it was talking about how she was so tired of being stuck inside, and she doesn't want to be locked away anymore, and she doesn't care if it's dangerous. She should be able to be who she is, you know, and she's sorry and she loves him and stuff. And I saw her write this, and I'm like right beside her, and she sensed me there. And so I said hi. I was like, hi, I'm your future self. Y'all, this is a true story. This is a true story. And she said, okay. And she's got tears running down her face, and she's got like freckles all over her, and she's this beautiful like color. I don't know if she's I couldn't find what nationality that was, but I got pretty close, so I need to research more about that actually. She had tears running down her face, and she said, and she just was kind of stunned, but she was so upset that she, you know, when you're so upset and you see, like, you experience something paranormal like that, you're just like, what the fuck, whatever, you know? That's how she was. And so I said, hey, I'm your future self, and I said, I have to ask for permission to use our gifts in this lifetime, because you having to hide them has put a block on me being able to share my truth and to use my gifts, our gifts. And I was like, will you grant me permission to do it? Because it's safe to do it in the future. And she said yes. And I gave her a hug, and she ran out. And she ran out on the dirt road, and there was this like big, in front of, like, I don't know if y'all have seen like the ranch, like a ranch with like a big sign, metal. It had that, and right there someone shot her in the head and she died. Dude, that was, sorry, it was really morbid, but that happened, and I saw it happen in the spirit. And what's insane, what is super insane, is that very scene of her laying on the ground like that, looking up at that, like her head was facing that sign. I had a dream. I had that dream recurrently when I was little. When I was little, I had that dream recurrently. It was like a nightmare of mine, laying in like a dirt road, right there, and looking at that sign. And I remember there were birds all around me, like, and I knew I was dead. And that, to me, that was confirmation that that like, all that was real. So anyways, after that, I never felt afraid to speak it as much. Like, I was more open to doing it, and it felt like I wasn't so chained to a certain, like, it's like I didn't have a block on it anymore. And that's why I always advocate, and I really believe in searching down into your soul memories to discover things, because there could be things then that you've agreed to and didn't know about that is stopping you from either like your abundance, your relationships, anything in relationships and things like that. You could have signed a verbal agreement. You could have done verbal agreements that chained you to a certain town, and sometimes that karmic you know, that karmic debt is paid and you don't have to be there anymore. It's kind of like that. To a certain profession, you know, your soul could be you know, there's all kinds of things that, you know, you don't really know about until you start digging and discover it. But your spirit team can take you there. Your spirit team can show you everything you need to know. As long as you're calling on your higher guidance, like your higher guidance, the ones that are of higher light, 100% pure white divine light that is from, you know, Yahweh's, you know, That's what you call on. You don't call on your dead ancestors. Sorry. You don't call, like, you can call on your ancestors if you want, but y'all have to know that a lot of our ancestors were not awakened when they passed away. They don't know what they're talking about, some of them. But our higher guidance does. They, you know, so if they weren't awakened when they passed away, then they haven't really transitioned to a high enough level. They you know, we're like above them. You know what I mean? Did you guys know that? Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. I'm sending you a hug. I would love a hug. And so much love. Your story is helping me so much. Thank you for telling me. I'm so glad. I always think you guys are going to get bored when I tell a story. Yes, bless you on that. I only call my higher self. Yes, okay? Yes, do whatever you feel is comfortable. But I'm going to tell y'all one more thing. Whenever... So one time in the beginning of my spiritual journey, I asked, I was like, okay, I have all these questions, right? I'm like a 5-year-old. I ask a million questions a minute. I just do. I've always been like that. And then I'm going to discover it. I'm going to find it out. But I asked my spirit team, I was like, hey, so, like, is, like, all the other gods, like Ganesha and, like, I'm sorry, I don't want to step on toes here, but I really did ask this question. I was like, all those other gods, I was like, are they the same as Jesus? Like, give me that answer, bruh. The answer is no. Do you know that the next day, I'm not religious at all. I just wanted to know. So the next day, like, every single thing I saw was no. And they let me know. And then, like, my computer, it would go to, like, a certain article about certain things, like, or whatever. And then I went to channel, certain things about Jesus. And then I went to channel, and, it said, oh my God, so whenever I write, it's in Hebrew. That's a secret of mine, but yeah, whenever I write, it's in Hebrew. So when I channel, so that way, like, I have to translate it. And so that way, like, it's confirmation that it's from, you know, the higher realms. Okay, whatever. So I was channeling, and they called those other gods felons. Felons. I laughed so hard and now I still think about that. Like, who is that? Is that a felon? I had to tell y'all that because it was funny. No, they're felons because they're not. They were people, is what they were. They were people who put themselves really high, and people worshipped them. Okay? Yeah. So, but Jesus came, and Jesus was, like, he came to balance karma. He was the original light worker. He was the original light worker. And he came to balance karma. And he is, you know, he was pure white light. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I get upset whenever people, like, down the stories about Jesus and things like that. Because if they say they're a light worker, then... Right, the Ascended Masters, yes, he's an Ascended Master, that's right. And a lot of others are Ascended Masters too. But they did not come through Immaculate Conception. This is what my spirit team taught me. They didn't come through that. He's the only one that did. But, like, a lot of us are ascending to the title and level of Ascended Master, which is true. And usually the ones who aren't, like, telling people that, but yeah. Yes, he was automatically an Ascended Master after that. You see what I'm saying? Because his vibration was so high. The very first incarnation that he came, okay, and then he balanced out all the karma. Like, he balanced it out because it had to be balanced out. Humans were fucking it up. We were fucking it up, okay? Like, they had to do the sacrifices and things like that in order for the, kind of like spell work, in order for the energies to be pure, because the land is so fucked up. Sorry, but it's true. And so he came because, you know, it was like, well, shit. They can't do it. There's just too much darkness there. They don't know what the hell to do. They're following all these things. They're chasing money. They're following these religious shit that doesn't make any sense. They're judging everybody. No, they don't know how to do it. Okay, we gotta send somebody super pure. Okay, we gotta make it super pure. Oh God, let's send you, but like in a virgin. What? God's like, I got this. All things are possible, bruh. You know? And y'all, I can't believe I'm telling this story like this. But anyway, Jesus was born, all this stuff. And then, you know, there's a lot of things that are probably left out of the story, I'm sure. I've been shown a lot of stuff as well, but whatever. So, so then when he passed away, like, he was still so pure. He was automatically an ascended master because his vibration was not tainted by so many things like a lot of humans are. I didn't expect that, but yeah, he's an ascended master. But there are other ascended masters, but they're not born out of immaculate conception like that. No. Okay, I didn't expect to do that, but yeah, there are ascended masters that are lord of certain rays, kind of like Jesus, I believe, is on the yellow ray, which is the yellow ray of love. It might be green, but it's love. Okay, and then Buddha is on, it's either green and yellow, one or the other. It's like vice versa. And Buddha's on the one of thought. So Jesus ascended through feeling love, through choosing love. And Buddha ascended through choosing consciousness and awareness of thought and mind things. Okay, and so right now in this evolution, this evolvement of humanity, we are us light workers who, if you're a true light worker, Jesus really is our role model. Okay, and I'm, like I said, if people actually watch this, I'm probably going to step on their toes, but it's okay because, you know, like, I'm speaking my truth, and this is what I know to be truth. Okay, but now we've learned to use meditation and thought, mind clearing things and clarity of thought, along with love and making choices through love, to do it synergistically. Isn't that amazing? Love, I'm connected to the violet flame, the only one I can see. That's nice. So I believe that Saint Germain is on the violet flame. I read that somewhere and I wasn't sure. I like to, after I read things, I like to like know for sure for myself. I'm kind of a see it to believe it kind of person, and it doesn't seem like that because I just be talking. But no, everything I'm talking to you, I've found to be true, like through experience. Okay. The violet flame is amazing. Thank you. It's a very, very powerful ray. It's the highest one. Some people think that the white is, but it's not. It's violet. Okay, because white is all of them together. All right. Thank you for this information. I'm learning a lot. You're welcome. Yes, I've connected to Elohim and Jesus too as consciousness. Nice. Yes, I love it. I love it, and they're all available for you. Okay, but you know, if you keep your energy clear and your vibration high, and you really seek the highest light, which is God, which is love, okay? If you keep it like that, and you stay prayed up, and you stay meditating, and you keep your consciousness clear and things like that. If you call on your higher guidance and you ask for your higher guidance, and you know that you've called on Yahweh, okay, and okay, you'll notice that those other gods, like, I can't think of them right now, but I think you know what I'm talking about, like I think you know what I mean. You'll notice that they're not around you because they're not your higher guidance. This is super controversial, but it's okay. But to each his own, and some people call on certain ones and some people whatever, but I don't know. I'm not bowing down to anything that's not higher, like where I want to be. I don't want to be any lower than this. Bye. I don't come from lower. Most of you guys don't either. I will do it. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, does anybody have any questions? I think I'm gonna do like one little reading and then I'm gonna get off of here. Source. Yeah, source. Yeah. Source. Source of creation, you know? Yes? Okay. Okay, and then if you have any prayer, like anything you want me to send Reiki, anybody you want me to send like Reiki, healing energy, or prayer, or both, or whatever, just let me know and I can write it down for you. My throat's been really bothering me lately. It sounds like I smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a day. Okay. I didn't expect to do that. That was totally, you guys know how I am. I just get, I'm flowing. I go with the flow. So, whatever all that vomit was. Can you do a reading for, I believe they are Cancer zodiac sign? Cancer? Why do you want to do Cancer? I'm going to do Cancer. Okay. Why do you want to do Cancer? You're hilarious. Love your wife. Thank you. I'm so glad you're entertained. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so glad you're entertained. So, okay, we can do, let me do water signs. All right, let's do water signs. You know, right now is a very, it's a kind of a, against the grain type of energy for water signs right now. Okay. It's kind of against the grain. Look at, for water signs right now, sun, moon, and rising, it kind of feels like you're in an uphill battle. And it's like, all right, can someone come get a barrel and just wheel me up this bitch, because I'm tired. I'm just gonna take a break right here, drink my drink. No, nobody can push us up. Nobody can push us up this damn mountain. That's how it feels for water signs right now, kind of. And maybe for a lot of others as well. But, okay, water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sun, moon, and rising signs. What do we have? Okay, there is... there's a... who is this? Okay. Let's get another one. Water signs. Okay, water signs, it feels like you're kind of being brought out of... You might sense this already. Water signs are typically pretty intuitive, but you're going to be asked to speak, whether that's like to do a presentation or to tell the truth in some situation, like a family situation or something, or something big. I don't know, but I feel and sense that you're going to be asked. This is going to be a fated thing. What? You're going to be asked to do it, and like the main thing is to have integrity. Okay, I'm seeing, so there's an angel here, jöffiel. This is for you to see your own beauty. Okay. What's really cool about that, you guys, is, oh, God, I'm like shaking. I love it. I love it when they show up. So, what's really cool about that is right now we're coming into Taurus energies. And Taurus is about beauty and self-love and self-care and pampering yourself and luxury and comforts. That's what a Taurus is about. So if you, any of you, especially water signs right now, I'm feeling, if any of you feel the desire or the need to just take a day off of work, or take some extra time taking care of yourself, spend a little bit of extra from your budget on yourself and pampering yourself, a pedicure, whatever it is, do it, because you're seriously being urged to do that, because you need to take a look at the way that you're treating your body, your vessel, the way that you're treating your heart and your mind. If you are saying things to yourself and you're looking at yourself in a way that you wouldn't look at your mother, or saying things to yourself that you wouldn't say to your sister, your best friend, or your daughter, stop saying it to yourself and stop looking at yourself like that. Okay? Because you need to love yourself more. Okay, and so this is going to be a really conducive time for falling in love with yourself. Okay? And as crazy as that sounds, if you're single, then I want to do a love reading too. If you're single, then you have to really fall in love with yourself before you get into a relationship that's gonna be successful. Okay? And if you don't love yourself yet, you're either gonna be really miserable in this, you're never gonna be like completely fulfilled in this in a relationship, or you're just gonna keep learning that same lesson over and over again. And the universe will allow someone to hurt you to the point where you have to let go and finally learn to love yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna do a love reading for I'm gonna do a love reading right now for everyone who's watching now and everyone who will watch the replay. Okay? Okay. And then I'll get off of here unless I feel guided to do something else. Okay. Thank you guys for watching so much. If you are watching the replay and you're watching it on YouTube, please, please, please like and subscribe to help grow the channel. I appreciate all of your support and friendship. And check out my link for, I'm about to change some of my services, but I do offer services that you can check out. Oh, okay. Y'all, like Kundalini energy is super happening right now. You might be feeling some vibrations or some weird sensations, like swirly energy in your root, like the bottom of your spine. I'm hearing like in your butt cheek too. I don't know. Why did I hear that just now? Did one of you guys say that or think that? Okay, yeah. Definitely some of you who are more awakened might be feeling it higher. But this is like super potent, powerful, high vibrational energies that are working their way through your body, powering through all of your chakras and upgrading them to another level, okay? You're also, okay, let's do a love reading. Look, what's crazy is, so in these cards we got these, okay? There's a moon and a sun, and that's coming out to show me that a lot of you are balancing your masculine, your feminine energies. I know that a lot of divine souls are on here. And if you are, just know that through the balancing that you do of your masculine and feminine energies, you know, you're magnetizing your highest soulmate. But you have to love yourself. I'm sensing a lot of you are looking back in the past. There might be somebody that you are missing, or maybe you're wondering if that person is the one for you. We got another sun and moon. I'm not even kidding, okay? That's two different ones, sun and moon. See it? Oh, the moon is right here, sorry. Sun and moon, okay. Okay, look, it says self-love. See that? Number 41, self-love. But it looks like you're looking back in the past. Somebody might have ran. That's very common in a relationship. Also, like, okay, so I feel like someone's coming back from the past, but I also feel like someone new is coming in for you. And so I feel like I'm holding something in. Like I have a fear of sharing it with this person. Okay? Alright, so if you start to feel that feeling when you either meet this new person or your ex comes back or something, right? You got to get over that and speak what's in your heart, and don't be afraid to speak how you feel. Whether you're upset, whether you want to know what the hell happened, or whether you want to know questions like, all right, so how much healing did you do from your last relationship? You know, you need to say those things with love, of course, but don't hold it in. Like, I'm seeing the color turquoise everywhere, okay, because that coincides with your throat chakra. Self-care, you guys. Self-care. Okay? Everything that you would give to a partner, unlimited possibilities. Look, okay, don't settle. Do not settle. Okay, I see some of you, you might be getting to the point where you're feeling almost desperate. Not necessarily desperate, but you might forget what it is that you really want and your worth. That's why self-love is so important. Okay? But don't settle, because there's all kinds of fish in the sea. Are you covering your face? I want to say there's all kinds of fish in the sea, but you only have like one highest divine partner, of course. But just remember that you don't have to settle if you're sacrificing your worth, right? Okay. What else am I getting? Yeah, don't settle. There's one person, or maybe two, that there's somebody from your like childhood. I'm seeing that with my third eye. I think it might be one person though. The zip code has 2 5s in it. I don't know, okay? Zip code has 2 5s in it. Okay, your spirit team, whoever you are, your spirit team has been trying to guide you to that, but you're too distracted. Like, you have too many things going on in your mind, and you're on your phone or something like that, or like there's a lot going on. Your spirit team's been trying to guide you to where, you know, to lead you to what you're wanting. Okay? Make sure that you're connecting in with your higher guidance, or whether that's your, you know, we already talked about that, like your higher self or whatever. So that way you know the right path and the right way to go, and so that your answers can get, your questions can get answered. Okay? All right, a couple of things, some channel things are coming through real quick. So I'm seeing the names Seymour, okay? Clifford, okay? Bailey, Russell, Jenna, 959. February 17th, Rosa. That could be Rose too. Hold on, a couple more channel things. Something about pandas. Something about a Volkswagen Bug. It kind of looks like a light green, but I'm not sure. Okay, and there's somebody that, like, you're going to be invited to do something. You have to go do it. You have to go do it. Because, like, you might meet somebody later or something like that. I feel like your spirit team wants it to be kind of a surprise, but they want you to go. You'll know if it's for you. Okay, and I'm seeing like somebody in your ex, you had a thing with the show Friends. So those are all confirmation if it was for you, okay? All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Let me know if you guys need anything, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. I really do love you. Okay? Bye.